What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Hope everybody's doing excellent. Another weekend flying by, but on Monday, the legal tampering period starts, which makes things a lot of fun for football fans. You look at yesterday, the Cleveland Browns traded for Amari Cooper, which set Jets Twitter on fire for a variety of reasons. Obviously, the compensation in the trade was fine, but the sticking point, I think, for the Jets was the $20 million a year for the player when you look at their cap space. I mean, in this day and age, salary cap is very easy to manipulate. You can get players if you really want them. Now it's a matter if the Jets really wanted him or not. I'm guessing they probably didn't. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. And it was so weird to see all the reactions where everybody's like, what's Joe Douglas doing? You know, fire him. He's incompetent. And I'll say this. Joe Douglas' job as a GM right now is an incomplete. It's been mediocre at best. You look at his first draft class with Adam Gase was bad, but he gets a pass for that because Adam Gase was involved. The draft class this year was good. You know, he made some free agent signings, but unfortunately the team was decimated by injuries, so we don't even know what half these players are. So in terms of his draft, he's one of two, and in terms of free agency, it hasn't been all that great. I like the Carl Lawson signing. The Corey Davis signing has not been all that. It was okay at best. And then you look at it, you know, the one good thing he does, he doesn't give out contracts where you have this burden for the next 5 years. He gets out after 2 years, which is good. But the most important thing is you got to accumulate talent. And now going into this offseason between the salary cap space and the significant amount of draft picks, the Jets have an enormous amount of flexibility to get the players they want. So what you want to see is a clear blueprint, a clear plan to aggressively get the guys you want. And, you know, I really don't want to hear excuses. Now, I understand the Jets right now are not a desirable location. They're not a winning franchise. They have an unproven quarterback. They only won 4 games, all these different things. But there's ways to compensate for that. First of all, your coach has to go above and beyond to offer a presentation of what his vision is and how he can sell his program. Joe Douglas has to sell his program. And if you have to pay the Jets tax, you pay the tax to upgrade the talent on your organization. You have no choice now at this point. Because you don't want to sit here next year in the same spot, be like, I'm not really sure what Zach Wilson is. This team needs so much more talent. At some point, you got to pay the piper here, and you got to say, you know what? We demand more. We expect more. We have to get more to compete with the rest of the NFL. We don't want the season over by October. We don't want the season over in November. We want to see a competitive football team, and you want to see, you know, improved offensive line play. You want to see playmakers for Zach Wilson, and the Jets have the ability to do all of this in free agency. So my expectation is, you know what? They may not go out and spend enormous money on, you know, Allen Robinson. I don't think they're going to do that because he's going to go back in the $18, $19 million range. You go out and get Christian Kirk and you go draft a receiver, you'll upgrade your wide receiver position. Like, there's different ways to do it. Like, as fans, a lot of times we chase names. We want the big names. We want the shiny new toy. The Jets aren't one player away. But you can get high-priced toys that you have to bring into the fold, and you got to draft very well. But for me, it's like my expectation is you better upgrade the defense. You better upgrade the offense. You make this team better. And there's no excuse. And I'm not going to, obviously you're not going to offer any, you know, draft grades or off-season grades, and a lot could change between now and training camp. Like you saw with the Jets last year, they kind of slow played some things. They got Morgan Moses. But to me, I just want to see them be aggressive. Like, you know, last year we joked around about they kind of went bargain basement shopping. They definitely did that 2 years ago. You don't have to always act like that. This team has money. You can spend the money, and you can just show, like, listen, we're not playing around anymore. Yes, we're rebuilding, but we know the guys we want. We're willing to go out and get them. They can also explore trades. You know, there's a lot of guys available versus trades, available for trade. DK Metcalf's the guy that is mentioned. And the other thing, too, is I know some people like to always shit on the Jets. They can't do this. They can't do that. Keep in mind, you know, sometimes players aren't available, and the media will manipulate stories. Like, I'm telling you, every free agent that's available, the Jets are expressing interest. Like, they know Jets Twitter is always on top of everything, and they take advantage of all the chaos. So keep in mind, sometimes players just don't want to play for the Jets, or the player isn't available. And that's going to happen. But the guys that are truly free agents that are open to anything, and you want them, you think they are a great fit for your organization, then go for it and do it. You know, like I said, you watch teams all around the NFL that were like, they go into the offseason, like the Packers, the Saints, they have all these cap problems. Come, you know, March 17th, cap problems are gone. They're out signing players. Now, I understand you don't want to mortgage your future and have cap problems 4 years from now, but you got to join the rest of the NFL and spend money and get legitimate talent on this team. So we'll be live streaming pretty much, I think, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If things keep breaking out, we'll stream pretty much all week or as much as we can. If not, we'll be posting the videos, and I'll talk to you later.